What's happening, MJ traders and investors? It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It's May 27th. And in this video, going to go over Canopy's earnings that just came out for Q4. Terrible earnings. Yikes. Missed estimates, missed revenue, missed EPS. Stock was down over 12% pre-market. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. And if you're new here, you can subscribe, tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos. Yikes. Canopy Growth. Q4 revenue falls 21% sequentially to 111.8 million Canadian. And all financial information in this press release is reported in Canadian dollars unless otherwise stated. Huge miss in terms of revenue estimates. We were expecting 132 million from analysts and completely dropped the ball on that one. Huge miss for Canopy in terms of the Q4 estimates. And we'll just run through this here real quickly. Company advances premium brand-driven strategy, laying the foundation for long-term sustainable growth. And the company progressed its leading North American brand driving strategy with Canopy Growth entering its plans to acquire Wana Brands, the number one in edibles in North America, and Jetty Extracts, which was just announced not too long ago, a top 10 brand in California, adding to a robust brand portfolio. Going to skim through this here pretty quickly. The company generated net revenue of $520 million in fiscal year 2022, representing a decline of 5% versus fiscal 2021. Through restructuring actions that were previously announced on April 26, management expects to generate COGS savings of $30 to $50 million and SG&A expense reductions of $70 to $100 million, both within 12 to 18 months. And they're not expecting to be profitable anytime soon, but they said achieving profitability is critical, and we have undertaken additional initiatives to streamline and drive efficiencies for our global MJ business. In fiscal year 2023, we are focused on expecting our path to profitability in Canada, while we continue to invest in high potential opportunities, particularly in BioSteel, and further developing our U.S. ecosystem, which we believe remains significantly underappreciated by the market. And again, down over 12% pre-market, getting absolutely destroyed. We missed estimates, not surprising when we missed revenue estimates that bad. Also EPS, not sure what they were smoking this day, no pun intended, but they were saying positive 10.66 for EPS. And if we just take a look at the report here, there's some quick highlights and financial summaries. Net loss of $578 million. So I just did a quick Google search and went to Yahoo Finance. This one's usually pretty accurate. And if we take a look at the shares outstanding, it says 398 million. So if you just do a quick calculation of 578 divided by shares, 398 million rather, that gives you about negative 1.45 in terms of EPS. And again, forecasting positive 10.66. Whoever's in charge of EPS estimates that day should be fired. But yeah, big miss in terms of revenue though. Wow, I did not expect that. Let me know in the comments below if you expected that. But imagine if Canopy Growth were to drop under 100 million next quarter. That would be pretty astonishing. We know that they've been dropping in the ranks as well. Organogram, Tilray, and Hexo leading for April sales in terms of retail sales, that is, for the month of April, and that's according to Highfire. And also David George Koch of BNN Bloomberg reported that originally. Shout out to you, David, for reporting that. And we did see that sales were up. Canadian MJ sales increased to 10.7% sequentially in March. So we're starting to see April. We had other LPs passing Canopy as well. Canopy really struggling to other to the competition, tier ones, but there's also like something like 800 licensed producers now in Canada, which is just insane, right? The fierce competition. But the trend is going, up and to the right. The overall trend is healthy. It's just Canopy, for the most part, losing market share to competitors. And again, just destroyed in terms of estimates. Stock down. We'll do a quick refresh here. Almost 13% now pre-market. And I was looking at the U.S. side. So they have the numbers in here, May 27th, negative 1.46, which is what I got for EPS. And they're saying revenue 1.26 billion versus an estimate of 104 million. 104 lines up with the 132 million, right? 104 American ends up being around that 132 million Canadian. So not sure what they're talking about, what they're smoking here, 1.26 billion. But wow, I did not expect that one whatsoever. And again, if we were to see CGC drop below 100 million, and if we just take a look at their current market cap, it's 2.83 billion. This company is still relatively overvalued, in my opinion. Even the fact that we're down 70-80% across the board in MJ stocks, I think that there's still more trouble ahead for Canopy. And again, they're not forecasting profitability anytime soon. It's likely going to be another year, maybe two. But overall, it's great to see that the trend in Canada is up and to the right. We did see that MSOs are also starting to kind of top out right now in terms of their quarter-over-quarter sales. Not so much year-over-year, but we know that New Jersey, New York's coming online in terms of rec. All these other markets that are going recreational, that's going to help those MSOs. But we need something, right? I'm not really paying attention too much to one particular company's financial reports, especially the quarterly reports, right? More so worried about the year over year and their yearly fiscal reports, because if we take a look at the quarter over quarter, nothing's really going to matter right now. Even if we have a huge beat, if the rest of the sector is still in weekly and monthly downtrends, it's not going to matter, right? It's not going to sustain itself. So until we change weekly and monthly uptrends across the whole sector, right? LPs, MSOs, north and south of the border, also retailers and ETFs. Once we have ETFs with monthly and weekly uptrends confirmed, then we can be confident that the bear market is over and we're entering a new bull market. One thing I'll highlight here on CGC is we do have some hidden bullish RSI divergence here, with higher lows and higher highs on the RSIs, with lower highs and lower lows on the price action. So we're potentially expecting a reversal here at some point soon, but not going to be anything fundamentally speaking, I don't think, in terms of Canopy, especially not from earnings, because we're down. It's negative at the moment, down almost 13%, like I said, and we need the whole sector, right? It's going to take something like safe banking, in my opinion, which has a very good chance of passing. I would say it's closer to 70 to 80% chance that it gets passed this year. Let me know in the comments below if you think we're going to see safe banking pass sometime between now and 2023. Always love hearing from you. Going to wrap it up there, though. In terms of the weekly time frame, though, we're still bullish on the MACD. We had a bull cross back in October and November of 2021, so just last year, and we haven't saw a bear cross ever since. So that is notable. We've got a few other LPs and a few other MJ stocks as well, where the MACD is still bullish, which indicates usually that the smart money and the whales and the financial institutions are loading up. Because if most retail is selling and most retail is bearish right now on all MJ, no one cares. Who's left to buy, right? So going to end it there. If you could smash the like on the way out, help support me in the channel. I appreciate it as always. Thanks again for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth, and tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future videos. Thanks again for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you on the next video.